And what were the top three that Bev talked about? Number one was that YouTube, right?
YouTube.
Yeah.
Okay. What was number two?
Facebook.
Facebook. And what was number three?
Twitter.
And Twitter is the third one. These are the three we're going to focus in on. YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter. Now, right now in your back office, you can actually, once you set up your YouTube.com account, once you set up your Facebook.com account, and once you set up your Twitter.com, you can go ahead and it costs you absolutely free. It's a matter of minutes to get it set up. All right, so you got to do that. But here's what you can go ahead and do in your back office, under your profile. They've got this already set up here for you in your back office, /. And all you got to do is fill in your name. And when you do that, there'll be an icon will pop up on your replicated site to go ahead and have your people follow you that go to your Mozeena website that the company gives to you for free. They'll be able to follow you on YouTube, follow you on Facebook, and follow you on Twitter. Why is that important? Well, would you agree that everybody that you talk to might not see the Mozeena opportunity? That's a possibility, right? But listen, they may be interested, because the time might be off, they may be interested in following you on YouTube. Or hey, I'm going to start on Facebook, I want to follow them. And so now they're going to be following you, and then maybe when the timing gets right, maybe a couple of weeks from now or a couple of months from now, you're going to be providing updates to them. And now they say, oh, you know what, I want to go ahead and get involved with you with Mozeena. So even though you might not be having that direct conversation with them on an ongoing basis, they're following you, they're watching you. And that's the importance of the social network. And that's the importance of Web 2.0 marketing. So if you want to follow EJ, if you want to follow me, you go to all these websites and you just type in youtube.com/MLM. And what was that show that Donald Trump has? Apprentice?
Apprentice.
Okay, there you go. So, MLM Apprentice, I gave everyone a business card, and it has it on there already for you. You can follow me on youtube.com. You can follow me on Facebook. You can follow me on Twitter. Guess what? Everyone that's following me right now is not in my Mozeena business. But that's okay. Guess what? I'm letting them know that I'm here tonight. And I'm giving these presentations across the country. And the timing may be now, may not be now. Now, I have a couple of folks here that actually gone through my YouTube video tour, because I saw the capture page technology, gave me that information. And we had a couple people actually sign up without me even talking to them. That's what happens with the YouTube technology. That's what is happening with the social networking. And that we're actually starting to build a relationship here through the social network. And sooner or later down the road, we're going to go ahead and get a chance to meet face to face and take that to the next level. All right, but we made the initial contact through the Web 2.0 marketing. Is it making sense to everybody? Yes. Okay, so here are the magical 3 steps. Are you ready? Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay, good. Here we go. 3 steps. Number 1, you've got to set up. I just talked to you about that. You got to go to these websites. You've got to get it set up. Who has a YouTube, a Twitter, or a Facebook account? Just raise your hand. Okay, all right. So about a quarter of the room has that. Now, the other 3/4 of the room, are you going to have that in the next 24 hours? Okay? Why is that? Because it costs you nothing. It's free of charge. It only takes you a few minutes, and it can go ahead and help jumpstart your business with Mozeena. Because chances are your friends, your family, your business associates, your neighbors are on one of these 3 social networks. Does everyone understand me here? All right? So it's very important to follow step number 1. Now here's the great news. Step 1, it's once and done. Once you set it up, you're done, right? Once you set it up, it's done. So that's out of the way. Now we go to step 2. Step 2, there's only 3 steps. I'm going to go ahead and go over the basic training tonight. That's it. But you've got to follow these 3 steps. Step 1, once and done. Step 2 is you've got to go ahead and create what we call updates. You see this magical S there? What does that mean? More than one, right? Alright, you don't want to just set it up and say, okay, I'm in Mozeena, this is great, and then never to be heard from again. Don't do that, because then you're not going to create any excitement for your people to follow you. You've got to let people, you've got to set the tone for your pace, for your organization. Alright? And people will go ahead and do what you do, not what you say you're going to do. Oh, I'm going to do this, or I'm going to do that. No, just go ahead and lead by example. Make things happen. Be a leader. Make sense, everybody? Okay. So you gotta create updates. Here's an update. I just got involved here with this opportunity called Mozeena, and I think you should check it out. It's really working for others, and it can work for you. Can everyone do that? It's working, and you can do that. Now, how about you commit to doing an update once a week? All right, just commit to doing an update once a week. Hey, just keeping you up to date. What's going on with Mozeena? I'm getting really excited. They just have a brand new promotion that they just introduced, or they have a closing of a founders phase, or I just signed up my first person, or I got my 2, or I completed a cycle, or I earned a matching bonus. Whatever's happening in Mozeena for you, just update it. Let everyone know what's happening. Does that make sense? All right, so create the updates. Now, the real cool thing about YouTube is that you can go ahead and tie in your updates on YouTube automatically, so you don't have to think about it, to Facebook and Twitter. So when you upload a video, yes, a video, who owns a camcorder? Who owns it? Okay, a couple, all right. So go ahead and just practice a little bit, doing a little video. Hey, I just got involved in this opportunity called Mozeena. I'm really excited about it. It's working for others and it can work for you too. Go to my website at www.yourname.mozeena.com. All right, make sense? Now, if you want to go ahead and take it to another level, you can go ahead and do what we call branding yourself. And you can go to like a website called GoDaddy.com and get your own website. Like I have one, Apprentice.com, and that redirects, cost me $10 for the whole year, and it redirects back to my free Mozeena website. Okay, so you can do that too. Right? Just branding yourself out there in the Web 2.0 environment. So we got set up. That's once and done. Number 2, we got updates as an ongoing basis. You either do that once a week, commit that as your first step. And then once you get going, commit to every other day. And then how about once a day? All right? That's what you want to do. Just make it a goal to do that. It doesn't have to be in all 3 of them. How about Twitter? Twitter is great. I love Twitter because it's only 140 characters. That's it. That's all you can do. It's 140 characters. That's your update. So it forces you to get right to the point. That's it. But make sure you're getting hooked up with the Web 2.0 environment, and make sure you are making updates. Because if you get it set up and you don't do updates, you're not doing anything for yourself. Making sense to everybody so far?
Right.
All right, you ready for the final and third step? You ready?
Yes.
Okay, here it is. You want to take a guess? What it might be? All right, so you got everything set up. You're doing your updates. What do you think the last piece of the puzzle is of your basic Web 2.0 training?
Follow up.
Okay, no, not follow up. You got to get the word out, don't you? It's called promote. You see that little business card I gave you? I gave you that card just to go ahead and give you a little demonstration how easy it is to promote yourself on the Web 2.0 environment. Now, I got those cards through Vistaprint. I got the standard, real basic one. It cost me $12.99. I got like 250. And then when I was closing out, it said, you got 10 more minutes, and the next 10 minutes you can get another 250 for half the price of free shipping. I got 500 cards for like 20 bucks. Can anybody do that? Absolutely. And I just gave you a standard how to go by. That's it. And you just get the cards out. You can start promoting yourself to the people that you know. But here's another thing too. When you set up your YouTube and Facebook and Twitter accounts, if you have like a Yahoo account or a Gmail email account, guess what? It'll ask you if you want to go ahead and send a request out to your people in your email accounts. So it's already helping you get the word out there. You got to promote it. You got to promote it. That makes sense to everybody? Now, what in the advanced training that we're going to do next month when we come back, that's going to go ahead and focus 100% on the more promotion. All right. We have some online advertising aspects we're going to cover there. We've got other blogs we're going to talk to you about how to become an expert out there in the industry and in your field and whatever your specialty is, and just setting yourself up with branding in the industry. But nothing's going to happen unless you have these basics down of 1, 2, 3. Does it make sense, everybody? Absolutely. Okay, fantastic. Well, that is this has all been recorded now for you in your back office.